So, hello again with BLATM. Hooray, I've missed you on cast. I think your casting's really good.
Hey, what's up? I'm glad to be back.
We got Droplett against Kosvid. I think we saw Kosvid somewhat recently. Or, oh yeah, that's right. I recorded it with you and I lost the recording. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see this Silverton Corsair.
Yeah, it's gonna get played right off, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Wonder if it's gonna steal anything good.
I wonder if this is a mill deck that they're just trying to win by removing a significant number of cards, or if this is more just saying, hey, this game could go to fatigue. That is disgusting. Oh my god.
That's really sad.
All right. Zenrui tends to have almost no targets against Abyssian, so this is gonna be hard.
Yeah, you could just play here, but probably Macanto's better. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Zenrui is probably better, right?
He's still a little 2-3.
Yeah, so you got a two
Uh,
three and a 4-1 versus
and then you
nothing.
just bash the 3-1 in.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Kosvid has a specific Zenrui target in mind.
Yeah, I think it's quite easy just to go into sort of mode where you look like, oh, my Macanto's hitting three things. It's a good Macanto. Oh, Macanto. But I think you're right. Like, this Fender is going to be harder to cast later. And Macanto is potentially going to be really good later. So,
Yeah, I mean also, I mean maybe Kosvid is expecting that this is aggro abyss, um, and that is taking 3 from the Night Sorrow, and then you're in range of the general that has the Spectral Blade equipped. So probably if Kosvid is playing Silvertongue Corsair because it's a fatigue deck, then you really don't want to take damage. So that could make sense, yeah.
right, I spoke to Kosvid during the network test. And I think he's just running it because like it can sometimes get you some good stuff. I think he just thinks it's like a reasonable card.
Yeah, I mean it is useful, and I also find that people play particularly badly against it, where they will they're really really reluctant to hit it, even when they should just hit it, and so it kind of has the effectively the old Silvertongue Corsair attack that it can't be damaged by generals because generals just don't attack it.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting card. I don't like. I've not put it in any of my decks. I think I'd probably just rather run like a 2-drop that has an opening gambit or some other compelling reason to run it, uh, like an Iraqi headhunter or something. But yeah, definitely there's a case like when you start getting stuff from your opponent's deck and like they're not playing around, whatever Shadow Nova or something, you get them with it.
Yeah, duelist cards in general, the philosophy behind them is that they are extremely powerful if you don't play around them. Duelist is a very skill intensive game. So having a card and your opponent not knowing you have that card is something that's very easy to underestimate. It's quite powerful.
I think at the state of the game right now, there's not like many cards where it's like this only works if I'm running this specific deck. Like, oh, this empowers all my wolves or all my vespers. Like most of the stuff that people are playing right now, it's like good stuff like Emerald Rejuvenator, Dancing Blades, so on.
Yep, and if you're taking something that really needs the synergy to work, then you probably the counting on that card, and you do see a lot of your deck in a match. So here, the natural selection is on the Dancing Blades, both to avoid the heal and so that when you move down, you're closer to your Zenrui coming back. So you sort of. Oh, okay. Well, never mind about that. But yeah, it does. This does make Droplet have to choose between taking the mana and having the Rejuvenator be closer. And ramping to 8 is not as impactful as ramping to 7.
Yeah, this isn't a great spot to be in for Cosford though.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately.
it's really unfortunate, but just getting that turn one play of Greater Fortituding your Corsair and then having it get Night Sorrowed, that's just crushing, right? And Kosvid is playing a really slow deck here.
Drawing this Spirit Harvester probably helps though.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it was really tough to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually looking like it might turn around, because the Earth Sphere, right? I mean, if only Kosvid has one more mana, but yeah, with an Earth Sphere here, you can. 8 is a lot, 8 is definitely sort of where the enough to change the flow of the game completely. I find in general people don't play around healing enough. They'll see their opponent get kind of low and they'll get kind of fixated on this idea of, oh, I can just win the game right now, and then your opponent goes double rejuve or something, and you're actually doing terribly because you sort of lost board to push face damage, and then then you lose. So here Droplett has Revenant Void Pulse exactly to kill, but if they don't do that, then Kosvid's actually looking really good. I think Earth's here next turn.
Yeah, 10 HP feels really low, but it's Mirage because it's Elsphere. Like I was watching, I can't remember who Solifid was playing, but he was on Linar, and it was like the game 3, so he knew his opponent was on Aggro Abyss. And I think he'd gotten down to like 12 HP, but it was a complete illusion. He had like 19 points of healing in hand.
Yeah, exactly. So really good players, they're going to start taking advantage of the fact that some players will fixate too much on this game plan of pushing damage when they see their opponent getting low, and sort of not play around Rejuvenator. They don't ask the question of, is my line good if my opponent just like backs off and plays double Rejuvenator or something. They will ask that question for stuff like Mythron, right? Like you'll see good players play around even very specific combos of positional cards, but yeah, just they don't play around rejuve enough. So really good players, exploit that. Here, this is a really powerful turn, right? Elder Earthseer.
For sure. If only there was some way to fit in the Rust Crawler as well. I think you have to heal though.
Yeah. I mean, the Rust Crawler, the timing is unfortunate because earlier in the game, Kosvid was getting kind of destroyed by the Spectral Blade. Even turn 2, when Kosvid ran away, and played the Mythron over the Zenrui, which would have given him a lot more board. I think that was out of fear of the Spectral Blade, and if they had drawn the Rust Crawler sooner, then the game would have been very different. So because of the Dancing Blades that Droplett played, you can maybe Kosvid is inferring that it's not super Face Abyssian. The super Face Abyssian can play stuff like Flame Bloods and Tiger, Shadow Reflection, Dark Seed. The Dark Seed here is not good. So they can totally have 10 out of 10 damage, but Droplett looks like they're playing a much more mid-rangey style of Abyssian, and they can do 10 on 9 mana with Revenant, Void Pulse, but that's really hard. So Kosvid is pretty safe here. I mean, they're gonna die next turn, but but they're not gonna die this turn.
Yeah, this turn's a little tough, I think. This is fully surrounded. You need to break out and get some space. I guess Plasma's pretty good here. I mean, you can just Plasma double 2-drop. And,
yeah, I mean, I think that it's a hard turn because you also really want to dig for more healing. But yeah, I mean, your turn lines up pretty well. Young Silphar is an excellent body blocker, and again, you're pretty safe at 10. Also, Abyssian tends to not have very good ways of dealing with an Elder. They have Dark Terminus.
This turn actually does feel pretty good because, in theory, if it just goes long enough, the Elder will win you the game.
Yeah, it's definitely the strongest. Are we gonna see it?
think so.
Yeah, all right, you give them enough time, and they will find the 9-mana 10 damage lethal.
Yeah.
That was a hard turn. I think that you know, totally respectable. Will just play your hand there, and it's unfortunate that your top card was Earthsphere in that case, but
Them's the breaks.
totally respectable decision, and you know, so well played to both players.